Salutare, prieteni! Bine v-am găsit cu un nou episod. Asta ar trebui să fie o continuare, dar nu știu cine pula mea m-a blestemat de calculatorul ăsta, a luat-o la muie, efectiv. Nu cred că nu calculatorul de mine, e căcatul ăsta de joc. Bă, deci orice joc pun în bară, n-are nimic. Când pun jocul ăsta în bară, gata. N-ai ce să faci. Nici nu mai știu unde a rămas dracu din cauza la prostie. Asta trebuie să... Deci... Vând ăsta. Să îl pun în inventar. Așa. Eu nu mai știu dacă s-a făcut asta, dar ba pula nică nu mai. Mă jur că uneori mi se... Cincizeci, 70. Ajungem. Hai, da să mergem. Să mergem. Stai, unde trebuie să mă duc? Mai bine aici. Bine. E misiul ăsta încăpat. Nie, ușor, tati, ușor. Am fix pula. Așa două din fiecare. Fie acolo, pula mea. Nu știu dacă e necesar, dar... Tenor complet. De ce nu merge? Doar unul pe așa, da, nu merg două dată. Stai, mă. Trebuie să fie noapte. Am uitat. Să fie noapte!
Can we go? I can't wait to meet this monstrous beauty.
Her beauty's killed several men.
Now you tell me.
Like my friend Dandelion says, we all have to die of something. I'll have my eye on you at all times.
So will she.
Don't let her kiss you.
I don't usually deny women foreplay, but I'll do my best.
Let's do this.
Hai, Dandelion.
well, how should we begin? If you wish, my love, at my side to repose, my heart would inquire of your hands pale and fine, if they'd grasp it gently to hold like a rose. Or treat it as a morsel upon which to dine. No, that didn't come out right. If our bodies could a song compose, my heart would inquire of your hands pale and fine, if they'd grasp it gently to hold like a rose. Or treat it as a morsel upon which to dine.
Who
Ah,
are you,
am nimerit, gata.
gorgeous one?
Gorgeous.
I'm a poet, milady. I've come to praise your unearthly beauty, if you'll do me the honor of revealing your full self.
Come with me for the adventure of your life, fair poet.
Uite,
I should
i-am deschis trapa.
on the other hand, never plowed a succubus.
I am so unsatisfied. Lovers who compose poems praising my virtues,
Mama, asta are două voci, la fel ca mine,
delightful.
când înregistrez.
She showed me her secret den.
Thanks. I'll take it from here.
I feel like a pimp. At least let me watch.
Save your strength for real women, Dandelion.
Damn. And it all looks so promising.
N-ai voie, mă, timpul ăla mea. Închide ochii.
How many more can there be?
Nu știu, și eu mă întreb asta uneori. Ten slobos. Mamă, ce-o părit. Mai luăm niște floricele de aici. Și get down. De ce am intrat în perete? Da, bule, mamă, uite taurul.
I don't remember inviting you, Geralt of Rivia.
How do you know my name?
I know a lot about you. You know how to satisfy women. I can make a man forget his worries and surrender to pure pleasure.
Nu mai
Like all
spune.
the other men you murdered?
I've murdered no one. All who followed me experienced unearthly pleasure.
You
Da,
devour
da.
their energy like
Pleci
swine
până mori.
gobble spuds.
I need their vital energies. I
Yeah.
have no use for corpses.
Adică ia viața fără să...
So if it wasn't you, who killed those young men?
I can seduce anyone and hold them spellbound for as long as I wish. Unfortunately, one fool fell madly in love with me. Unable to accept my nature, he's killing my lovers.
Who is this lover of yours?
A beautiful elf named Elliot.
Ăla care ne-a trimis.
He asked me to investigate the murders.
His way of throwing you off his scent. Luckily, you're no fool.
The very reason I think you're trying to throw me off your scent.
Did he show you the victims' bodies?
He told me they were buried.
By him. Yet he massacred the corpses first to make it seem as if beasts had attacked the poor soul. I'm content
Nu știu pe
to
cine
have
să
you
cred.
looking into the matter. Just be sure to see it through.
Why should I help you?
I want men to know that I give pleasure in return for their energy. But I don't take their lives. Besides, I can give you something far better than Oren's.
I'll talk to him, then I'll come back.
I hope we can seal our friendship then.
Ce picioare de sex ai. Asta chiar pot să zic că preoară. Ce picioare are. Seamănă cu demonul ăla din primul The Witcher. Mă bagă viteză. Vreau să știu pe cine omorâm primul. Pe aia sau pe el.
I don't understand it at all.
După aceea să pisic.
What's the meaning of this, eh?
Meaning.
I found the succubus.
Did you kill her?
She claims you're the murderer.
You were supposed to kill the monster, not chat with it.
Cine a
I
zis?
know what I'm supposed to do.
I don't think so, not if you believed her.
Pula mă, pasați de la unul la altul.
You lied to me. You knew a succubus had made its lair in the burned down village.
I did. I thought you'd refuse to help me if I told you.
Strong.
You're right. I don't help murderers.
That is pure nonsense. I killed no one.
Liar. You fell in love with her and murdered your competitors. Succubi aren't exactly the most faithful partners.
True, I love her.
E
but
și asta
the
o
rest is
posibilitate.
Hogwash.
If I'd killed the succubus, no more men would have perished and you'd have gotten away with it.
You don't understand. She manipulated me like she's manipulating you.
Yorvith
Cine
will learn
te crezi,
this.
mă?
You'll
Băi,
pay for your
băiatule.
crimes.
You're mad. I'm innocent.
Hai că vedem acum. Dacă ești
Don't
Innocent.
try anything.
La pula, nu... Mă duc să-l predau pe ăsta. Cel mai bine. Stau să... Nu știu ce să... Dacă e vinovatul aia în gură, dacă nu... O iau eu. Da, mă... Dar unde cum ajung la ăla? Am înțeles. Nu.
What's the meaning of this?
Nimic, nimic, nu-i nimic aici.
Stop showing off, Witcher. It's no novelty that you know how to swing that blade.
Ce vrem? Vede treaba ta. Am întrebat cât e ceasul. Aici.
Forgive them. Hatred blinds them.
Unde pula mea e ăla? Ah, doarme.
Greetings, Gwynblade.
Yeah.
You haven't had a chance to explain yourself. Your alliance with Letho. This is a good time.
I suppose I owe it to you, Geralt. I don't know who they are exactly, nor who they're working for. I met Letho 2 months ago. He had escaped his pursuers in Edirn, found me and suggested we trade services. Our scouts and forest hideaways in exchange for the heads of Foltest and Henselt. A good offer to begin with that only became better when we revealed only part of our secrets. It then turned out that Letho was not alone. Seret and orcs were meant to kill Henselt. My warriors were to help them. As you know, this never came to pass.
Stai mă așa. Ăștia vor să-l omoare și pe Hans. Ăsta, dar ăla nu e...
Your Scoia'tael, Elias.
Nu mai înțeleg nimic.
People from Vergen.
Any proof? Elias is one of my best warriors.
I found a splinter from a blade in one of the bodies. Compare it to Elias's weapons.
I'll see to it.
Ia să vedem.
Elias must have learned that I know the truth about his madness. He's fled the city.
Bun, așa taci. Adu banul la băiatul. Să rup în tine ficatul.
Had a feminine face to stir awe, and a breast.
Cine cunoaște că... Dum durum durum dum durum dum. Apare de la 24 de ori.
I'll not be put down like
Huh?
some dog. Fight!
Băi, frumos. Coaie meu, relaxează-te. A apărut ăsta acum. Hai că e culme.
Damn you.
Și nu pică și la asta nimic, mă? Mă, ta, că nu n-a picat nimic din asta. Be. Chemuiți, bă.
I'm pleased you put an end to that fool's torment. You'll be blissfully rewarded.
Nu mai spun.
Disrobe and relax.
Ăla-i tati. De sub coadă. Rupe fâș.
In the box by the bed, I left you a small gift. Something to remember me by. Goodbye, Witcher.
Ai și plecat, fă? Și în asta așa mică, nu nimic. Mai îmbătat. Și plus 15. E bună de vândut. O să zic. Bă, mie mai mult de atât nu trebuie decât să... Ok. 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 Hai să ne ducem cremoara la asta. Încercăm să-i luăm sângele. Sângele. Asta nu mai trebuie să vibreze când iau ăsta. Cum zice, când deja am luat the place of pula mea. Ce este? Ce? Nu le-a făcut încă. Păi muie, de-astea faci. Geralt of Rivia.
Fell from the sky.
Another one. You let one human eat that
Ce faci, mă? Bă,
I've heard enough of flying women.
It was very unusual.
How can I help you?
ia să vedem. Băgăm asta. Băgăm asta. E mișcam greu și mă pula măta. Și asta îl băgăm în
Let me.
pizdă.
How can I?
Asta Vitality 50 îl vindem.
How can I?
Let me tell you about the woman
Hai să
who
mergem.
fell from the sky.
Ah, you've told that story 1,000 times. I've heard enough of flying.
Hello, Witcher.
Salut, salut. Ce pula mea vreți? Să-și mai chem.
Hello, Witcher.
A, și pe aici, o să... Intru. E un big save. Deci până aici e bine. Așa. Da, se salvează singur sau de ce scrie game saves?
Pray tell, what compels you to disturb the Prince of Edirn, Witcher?
I have a few questions.
And you believe I should answer them instead of setting my dogs on you? The intricacies of succession are not something I wish to discuss with an itinerant...
Bă.
Succession is the topic of choice in about every inn in the country.
My patience has its limits, and at present, only my respect for Lady Saskia restrains my anger. Come to the point, or leave me...
Care mai... Hai să
Don't
vedem.
change the subject, Prince.
So be it. Let us set our differences aside and speak as equals.
Then tell me what you're doing so far away from the capital. Why aren't you in Vengerberg being crowned?
Well, sadly, my position is not strong there. My father emboldened the nobles. The great families have decided in this hour, so critical for the realm, to...
Your title to the throne is indisputable.
Edirn has become a lawless land, ruled by those who wield might, by those whom people follow. I intend to show just how worthy I am of the crown, and thus claim what's mine. I don't like your tone, Witcher.
Ceva?
I'm trying to figure out where this fog came from.
Henselt's mages committed mass murder. A dark day for the knighthood and all people of honor.
You took part in that battle?
My father stayed in the capital. He was to defend Vengerberg. I wanted to stop Henselt before he crossed the Pontar, but I was too late. So I decided to await him at Vergen. Henselt's army was exhausted. Henselt had mages with him, and they cast a treacherous spell on the entire battlefield. I gathered the few survivors and withdrew deep into the country.
Only a master mage could have cast such a powerful spell, and I suspect he could not have accomplished it alone.
I remember Sabrina Glevissig. Through the flames I saw her observing the carnage from her mount, dressed in a hunting suit. Straight-backed, dispassionate.
Sabrina. If I remember correctly, she's Henselt's advisor.
Was. Henselt condemned her to death for casting that spell. The Kedwenis roasted in their armor, just the same way the Edirnians did. You know what struck me when all hell broke loose? What I found astonishing and even amusing? Going into battle, we sang our Edirnian songs. They intoned their Kedweni hymns to Krieg.
Acum
For
e
an
moartă sau
instant,
cum
the
fura mea?
magnitude of the tragedy brought together our two warring nations.
I still have no idea where the spectral fog came from.
I'm afraid I don't know either.
I'm trying to figure out where this fog came from. What exactly?
Henselt's mages committed mass murder, but it was honor that allowed us to survive. There was no defeat, no victory.
You took part in that battle?
My father stayed in the capital. He was to defend Vengerberg. I took to the field. I wanted to stop Henselt before he crossed the Pontar, but I was too late. So I decided to await him at Henselt's army was exhausted. Henselt had mages with him, and they cut.
Okay,
I gathered a
înțeles.
few survivors and withdrew deep into...
I need royal blood.
As you know, I've yet to be crowned.
But blood of your royal ancestors flows through your veins.
True, but that doesn't mean I'll shed a drop for some vagabond. Are you a witcher or a vampire?
I need it to save Saskia.
I need you to live. Don't bother me with such audacious proposals. There's a place in Kedwin where orphans are subjected to cruel experiments. Sound familiar? They say that sacrifices are necessary to create one witcher.
You.
One hero to defend the people against monsters.
Not the best analogy.
You know nothing of military strategy. And you've never been responsible for a nation's fate. Which is why I forgive
Așa a
you your
devenit
ignorance.
și caracterul nostru.
For an
You might be surprised, Prince, but I have more political experience than I'd like.
The famous Geralt of Rivia, invited to the table by Calanth, Foltest's little favourite. Think I'm impressed? Calanth is dead. Meve curses your name when she hears it. Foltest was murdered before your very eyes.
Are you going somewhere with this?
Indeed. You should know that a king sometimes needs a hired thug to take care of dirtier... If the thug is naive enough, instead of reaching into his purse, and when, having done his deed, the thug departs, swaggering proudly like a peacock, the king discreetly giggled. Truly,
No
I never
mă
thought you
spune.
could be so pitiful. Get out! Get out!
Get out. Ia să-ți molec. Bă, chiar nu pot să-mi dau seama, adică...
Get out!
De fapt... Cred că... Cum îi zice? Da, mă, ci că ăsta și cu... Da, pula mea, nu știu. M-am uitat puțin pe net și zic că el ar fi otrăvit-o împreună cu... ce o să urmeze. Adică stai că ați văzut, deci mă, ba, pula, nu mai înțeleg nimic din jocul ăsta. Asta mă enervează. Când pune... Când te pune să alegi ce crezi tu că e bine și ce crezi că nu. Mamă. Ia uzi. Ce rău să aude. Ia uite, mi faci masaj. Ia uite, masaj pe invers, mă. Pula mea cu ai.
What is it, Witcher?
Who was that girl?
Cynthia, a leashed sorceress.
A charming expression. Do you also use muzzles?
Leash means a connection between a sorceress and her
Da,
assistant.
da, zi, fă că vă fute și gata, nu mai
But it explains how things are.
te căca pe tine.
And except for the name, not derisive at all. But you're not here to talk about...
Have you heard about a witcher's school? Apparently the Viper's their son.
No, why do you ask?
The Kingslayer wears a medallion adorned with a viper.
Pretentious and childish for my taste. He can't be very smart.
A sorceress like you ought to know bundles about the wild hunt.
A sorceress's knowledge has nothing to do with superstition.
The hunt's not a superstition.
True, the phenomenon seems to exist.
I want to know everything there is to know about it.
It's strictly atmospheric. It doesn't interest me. Just as whirlwinds, whirlpools, and snowfalls do not interest me.
There's proof that the Wild Hunt is a vast accumulation of the power. Something that would interest mages, you'd think.
To the mere mortal, anything that is not immediately comprehensible is suspect, the product of a conspiracy.
I'm a mortal, though probably not a mere one. I found the notes of a man who spent his entire life.
Paranormal phenomena interests Cynthia, my intern.
Băg în pula în Cynthia
Is
și în
what they
tine.
say true? Did Saskia kill a dragon?
Prince Stennis decorated her for it at the court in Vengerberg. If you want to know the details, talk to Biggerhorn.
How is it that King Radovid's court sorceress and advisor is supporting a rebellion in Edirn?
This has grown into more than a simple rebellion, Witcher. Prince Stennis's arrival here confirmed Saskia's right to represent Edirn.
Saskia isn't fighting for Edirn, but for the Pontar Valley. Even Prince Stennis considers you rebels. Why are you here, Sorceress of Tretogor?
It is my duty.
Aha.
If Henselt occupies the Pontar Valley, Redania and Temeria will respond strongly. The North will disintegrate, its unity gone. A dark scenario that is nevertheless avoidable, provided Saskia is successful and wins the valley's independence. Temeria's expansionist plans melted away with Foltest's death. Redania's ruler is unpredictable, but even he'll have to respect a victory. I'm here to make this victory a fact.
Bine, mă.
I'm looking for Triss. Letho forced her to teleport near Vergen.
Letho?
Foltest's killer, perhaps Demaven's too. Will you help me find her? Triss contacted you through Sheila de Tanzerville's megascope while in Flotsam.
And I haven't heard from her since.
Can you locate her?
A megascope responds to a person's aura. If I had something of hers, I could find her. You were close to her. Maybe you have something.
No, I don't have any.
Not good. Wait. A local drunkard claims he saw a redhead fall out of the sky.
Știu.
Drunkards say all sorts of nonsense. One claimed his dog was writing poetry.
Perhaps they're just drunken delusions. It's possible, however, that an unstable teleport ejected Triss near the town.
As it's our only lead, I'll talk to this drunkard. Do you know him?
I'm not used to associating with drunkards, but you'll likely find him in the inn.
Thank you.
Come back as soon as you learn anything.
Așa am să fac. Altceva mai doriți? Hai,
You
faci.
wanted to discuss something.
Da, vreau. Te futa în cur.
You said we'd need a magical object to cure Saskia. Any ideas where I might start looking?
Magical items do not grow on trees, as you know. Luckily,
Sunt
this
popodea.
area has a long history.
I was hoping you'd be specific.
I won't ask you to traipse around with a divining rod. I dare say Alderman Burden knows every last stone in the area.
Stai.
You wanted to
Da.
At the council, you mentioned artifacts were needed to undo the curse.
but I can't look for them now.
I can do that.
Why?
I have my reasons. Tell me something. What happened here 3 years ago?
Henselt attacked Edirn, but met his match. Nobody won that war. Sabrina Glefisig got into a conflict with the commander-in-chief of the Kedweni forces, and this led to both armies being routed. Fireballs turned the battlefield into a flaming tomb. Henselt accused Sabrina of using a forbidden weapon.
And Sabrina cursed Henselt.
I think so. I suspect the curse got out of hand because of the circumstances.
Circumstances? The stars weren't right, wrong phase of the moon?
She placed the curse while burning at the stake, her hands and feet nailed to a wagon wheel.
Know anything about blood curses?
Do you?
We're dealing with a 4th level curse, also known as the Curse of the Archmistress.
Well, I'm impressed.
Thing is, until now I thought it was only a myth, that such a curse couldn't be cast.
You thought wrong. There are 6 confirmed cases of this curse being
What about confirmed cases of it being lifted?
1. Achieved by a team of sorcerers led by Archmistress Francesca Finderbear, hence the curse's other name. Sabrina Glevizig was on the team. That's not all. The curse investigated by Francesca and Sabrina was designed to end the Tyson dynasty. They were cursed by Scarlet Rodalega, a complete madman, but very talented.
So Sabrina's curse is just a knockoff Rodalega. Did you notice? Not all the ghosts were aggressive.
Yes, most just disappeared when they touched the aura of a living person.
I think the curse corrupts the ghosts of the fallen and turns them into Draugrs.
Is that the Witcher's professional name for wraiths?
Draugrs are demons of war. They arise at sites of exceptionally vicious, bloody battles.
Can you kill them by conventional means?
A silver sword is enough for a Draugr, but as long as the curse remains active, new...
For that you'll need symbols of war belonging to those who fell in battle. Hatred, death, courage, and faith. All artifacts must be magically active and connected to the fallen, or they won't lure the ghosts.
Right. I'll look around.
Finding 2 will be enough. Get the symbols of hatred and death and leave the rest to me.
I'd prefer courage and faith.
Fuss.
I'll see what I can do. Cecil seems to know a lot about the area. I'm good for now. I'll let you know when I learn something.
You wanted to do...
I found an immortelle.
Excellent.
Timpul la mea fi Bă, nu știu de voi, dar simt că jocul ăsta e foarte încurcat. Serios vă zic. E foarte, foarte încurcat.
How are things?
Everyone awaits the battle. Yorveth's warriors are trying to be inconspicuous. I'd feel better if they crawled up the devil's arse and disappeared.
Cecil, do you know anyone who fought in the war 3 years ago?
I did.
Did you fight here at Vergen?
Course.
Philippa claims you know a bit about the battle.
That old kook Henselt, called king by some, thought that Edirnians were bumpkins who'd ship bricks as soon as his troops crossed the river.
Why did he attack Edirn?
According to Henselt, Upper Edirn is the ancient legacy of the Kedwenny crown and must be returned to the mother country. Brazen farter.
That brazen farter had a point. If you read some history, you'll know that 300 years ago this land belonged to Kedwen.
Load of crab. 700 years ago the elves reigned here, and 1,000,000 years ago these lands were the domain of the worms. If things worked that way, every king could invade a neighboring land and claim his right to do so because an ancestor took a dump there.
All right. Hensel wanted to conquer Upper Edirn. What then?
He rolled in, got hammered, and rolled out.
Cecil, that doesn't help me much.
It wasn't a battle. It was a slaughter. If I try speaking of it, I'll see it all again. I don't want...
The ghosts of the fallen fight in the mist. They turn into horrible creatures called Draugrs. Edirnians, Kedwenny, men, elves, and dwarves too.
Bloody hell. No peace even after death.
I want to help them, but I need to know more about the battle.
Very well. Listen, a beautiful day that grew hot later. Very hot. When Vandegrift attacked in the afternoon, he sent a dun banner at the fore. Many of our lads shit themselves at the mere sight of their standard, but we had a surprise of our own. Under the cover of night, we prepared fire pits. Our archers lit them up at the right moment. I still can't believe we managed to fool their scouts. If it wasn't for that ambush, we wouldn't be speaking today. They likely wouldn't be in Upper Edirn at all. We decimated the Dunbanner, but that was only the beginning. Seltkirk was our commander. Everywhere he appeared, the Kedwennies gave ground. He wreaked havoc among them. Hearts rose at the mere sight of his armor. Then Vandegrift himself entered the fray. Seltkirk met him in the middle of the field. In the end, Vandegrift killed Seltkirk. A terrible death that sent the Edirnian ranks into disarray. I thought it was the end of us. Then the sky fell, as if the stars themselves had decided to avenge the death of a great knight. Fire covered the battlefield. Nobody sought the enemy. They were all looking for somewhere to flee. Yes, there were no more friends and enemies, only the living and the dead. They say it was the doing of a Kedwenny sorceress who wanted revenge on Vandegrift. Could be true, as Henselt had her executed right after the battle.
Did you see the duel between Seltkirk and Vandergrift?
I stood half a furlong from them. Never seen a fight like it. Probably never will again. They'd already met once, at a jousting tournament in Ardcarrig. Selkirk won there. He beat on the visitor so hard he broke his sword. Selkirk was a true knight, the last of his breed. Vandergrift was so pissed off after that tournament he hanged the smith who made his sword and ordered a special one from a sorcerer. I bet he cut down Selkirk with that new sword.
Vandergrift is dead. What happened to his sword?
Saskia's got it. Good thing too. Only her hand can tame the hatred enchanted in that sword. After the battle, when the flames abated, the scavengers came. They stole everything. Imagine, not a single keepsake or Selkirk in the whole of Edirn. His brother babbles something about a gauntlet, but he's a lying dog.
You captured the Dunbanner standard?
Henselt's choice troops, and not a one survived. The visitors sent them to their deaths. Refused to give them reinforcements. The men of the Dun were real swaggerers. Killed a lot of our lads, but for every Dunner, there were 7 Adarnians. Aye, we captured their standard. We buried what was left of them in the crypts beyond Vergen.
I'm going to need that standard. Remember anything from before the battle?
As if it was yesterday. Henselt's troops crossed the Pontar the 3rd day after the autumn equinox. Edirn had good spies, so we were ready for them, and Selkirk lined up our troops along the hills. Our hearts rose at the sight of the banners of Vengerberg, Aldersberg and Gullet fluttering in the wind. Knights and armoured infantry side by side in our ranks. Over 5,000 strong we were. Nobody caring about race or background. Only King Demavend was missing. But he must have had more important business than defending his country.
You saw the Kidwennies cross the river?
From afar. I saw Vandergrift leading 4,000 heavily armed men. Many a heart sank when we saw the elite bearheads or the armoured banners from Ardcarrig. The Dun banner was in the middle, veterans of Brenna. As soon as he set foot on Adarnian land, Vandergrift climbed a hill and surveyed the area, as if it was his fief. Then Selkirk stepped out in front of us. His white armour shone in the sun.
Thanks, Cecil, that was helpful.
Tot am înțeles.
I think I know what I need to lift the curse now.
Madame Eilhart claims you need 4 symbols. The standard symbolizes death.
I have a feeling Philippa has a handle on the rest.
Here's hoping you're right.
Saskia needs help, Cecil. Philippa can produce an antidote, but she needs a magic artifact to do that.
Would you like a fern and a dancing worm to go with it? Listen, I don't know about magic, but there is a place, as long as I can remember, it's been of interest to sorcerers.
Where exactly is there?
Seek out the ruins in the forest beyond Bergen. There's a place of power there. You can't miss it. Why so glum? Saskia's a tough girl. She'll bounce back. Keep your head up.
Thanks, Cecil.
No, Witcher. I thank you. Save that lass, and you'll save my town.
Cam mult. Mă, că mai erau câțiva cu care trebuia să vorbesc.
Hello, witch.
Salut, salut.
Don't bump your woman.
Complicat joc, bă. Ca complicat.
Let me tell you about the woman who fell from the sky.
Ia spune.
I heard you saw something interesting.
As clearly as I see you. Amazing. But wait. You must buy a fellow a drink for such a story.
Well, you shut it already. We could all recite this bullshit now.
I'm a client and I'll say what I want.
Hai, mă. De ele s-a îndonat.
I'll pay, but if you bore me, I'll shove this meat up your ass.
It's such a fine liquor. And my ass has no taste.
Speak.
Last week I was passing by the gullies.
Get to the point.
Hush. So I'm walking and suddenly there's a flash. A crack. I'm thinking, the storm's coming. But nary a cloud in the sky.
You hit the ground with your arse so hard you saw a flash.
Then I saw people lying in a gully as if they'd fallen from the sky. The woman was so beautiful.
Did you get a good look at the man?
Huge fella. His mug cut up like he shaved with a scythe while drunk.
What did the woman look like?
A redhead. Wearing a vest and high shoes.
E clar.
Pert tits and a round up.
Sounds just like your old lady.
Shut your mouth.
What happened then?
Well, the woman was hurting, couldn't get up. The man clearly disliked her, because he didn't help her.
Noticed her tits, but didn't even try to help her, you son.
I was about to do exactly that when a troll came out of the gully.
Did it attack her?
Not at all. I hid and saw everything. First he sniffed her, so I thought he'd eat her.
Is that all?
Yes. Didn't waste your
Depinde unde o
money.
mirosea acum. Sniff, sniff. Paciulea trebuie? Paciulea, mă.
Don't try anything.
Shut the fuck your mouth, bitch. Nici acum nu le-a făcut, mă.
Let's go drink, friends. I'm gonna get as drunk as a lord.
Why's that?
They stole it. The plowing bird stole it. My dream is gone.
And then what's the grin for?
Night after night, I dreamed of my dead wife for years. Let's go for some liquor. Drinks on me.
Ok. Să fie un pic cam greuț să termin jocul, fără să zic. Du-da-du-da-du-da-da-du-da-da-du-da-da.
Monsters.
Hai dracu să nu intri în aia. Că am intrat în ăla, m-am dus dracu.
Hey!
What?
Salandaina. Salandaina și Dandalaina. Bunașe. Deci, eu mă duc pe aici pe sus. Acolo e așa. Și aici. Deci merg prima oară pe sus. Casa în mijloc și în stânga acolo. Ok, am înțeles. Mamă, cât ăla. Ungala, dungala, bungala, bu. Urât e asta.
Who there?
A witcher.
Bumpkin's wishes sent to me. Kill. So be. Kill. Quick. No pain.
First tell me, where's the woman you kidnapped?
Kidnap none. I, troll.
A dwarf saw you carrying a human woman.
Made stupid. Sick she. Me carry. Her help. Feed. Pet. But she run go.
What's in the pot?
Soup. Elf and onion.
Tell me, troll, what happened here?
Me in gullies, Macy's in gullies. Bones found. Nice to know.
You're lying, troll. People don't fall from the sky.
Troll true tell. Flash crack. 2 humans drop where Dumble ship.
Was the man bald? Did he have a scar?
Wish a man likes man.
Ei, hai că mă înțeleg cu
eye
asta.
from far. Bald, yes. Scar no see. Run he go. See I go. Closer I creep. Run she not go. Mrs. angry. Consume wench thin bone. Give water, redhead Hume. Redhead have kerchief. Nice to sneeze.
Aha.
Mrs. come back. Mrs. yap. Rag give. Troll say not. Mrs. say she or me. Troll think. Nice redhead. Nice rag stench. Troll Mrs. tell.
What happened to the redhead?
Redhead wrong pain. Redhead stay.
Am înțeles, gata.
Do you still have the redhead's bandana?
No, Mrs. take away.
Where did she go? Your...
Gullies. Mrs. Gullies like.
Why don't I look for her?
Wish a Mrs. no kill.
I won't hurt your woman.
Mrs. tell come back.
Fine. I'll tell your mate to come back.
Mrs. have. Mrs. good. She
Am înțeles, mă, de timp.
kid when he sound.
Misisul meu.
Kid when he shy.
A venit din partea aia. Și merg în partea asta. Pula mea.
How many more can there be?
I-a dus pipulă. Bine că se mai luptă ăștia între ei. Arunc eu o bombă așa. Între ei acolo. Bun. Câte una, câte două, câte trei, câte patru, câte cinci, câte șase zile beau. Rugaci câte două, câte trei, câte patru. A? Mai? Cantu papa. Nu înțeleg de unde pula mea vin ăștia, că în aer nu prea se văd. La prima oară, în dreapta, ciule. Dau un save. Ce dracu e aici? Bă, ești prost? Key required. Acolo e aia, nu mă duc. Run. Usman. Ok, ok. 15 și 5 blading. Cincisprezece. 10 și una, aia, să punem și pe asta. Deci aici îmi trebuie o cheie. Unde pula mea fac eu rost de acea cheie? Îmi dădu să iau o cheie, dar nu știu de unde este exact. Noi de aici am venit? Sau... Nu, am venit, da, de aici am venit. Vreau să mă duc aici așa în sus. Hai sus! Hai la tati. Tot sarpiul mă din gât. Audi undeva, da? Uite, mă. Ce drăguți sunt ei. Gama gura lor.
Wonder how many more will turn up.
Și m-aș pe penilor. Mă miram eu de ce nu mă lasă să... Ai, mă, futuse... Nia mătii. 40, 60. Ha? Ăla-i poziționul puli, da, dar oricum are rost. Sunt foarte căutate aripile lor. Pur și simplu nu înțeleg, domnule, de unde vine, că nu se văd aici, sunt în vârful muntelui, dracu. O să arzăși, o să spune. Opa. Băi.
She's wounded. Let her bleed.
Better lunge at her all at once. She's weakened.
Not worth the risk.
What are you doing here?
We're mercenaries. Currently on King Hansel's pay.
Opa.
We were sent here on reconnaissance. Barely escaped with our lives from that mist of specters.
Geralt of Rivia.
The White Wolf. We could use professional help, Witcher.
Da.
Will you help us?
I can't let you kill her.
Since when does a monster slayer take their side?
None of your business. I need her, and you need to leave.
She killed 2 of my men.
Walk away, and nobody else will get hurt.
You won't help? Fine. Just don't disturb us. We'll manage ourselves.
Cred că nu mai înțeles.
The troll needs to live.
The troll will die.
Then you'll have to kill me, too.
In that case, adieu, Witcher.
Adieu.
Enough! We surrender! Throw down your arms, men! Spare us! Witcher, the king will pay our ransom.
I'm not looking for a ransom. Leave the troll alone and go your way.
Sper că s-a
Let us
înțeles.
go.
You can't return through the mist. It's certain death.
The soldiers of fortune. We're not afraid of death.
Neither do we
dați-o
foolishly
înainte
seek
atunci.
it.
Commander, we were to find a...
A bald one with a snake medallion. This one's white-haired, with a wolf on his neck.
You're looking for Letho.
You know him?
You could say that. I'm looking for him, too. What do you know about him?
Sheila de Tangerville told us to search the ravines for this Letho. All we found was a camp strewn with dead Scoia'tael. This Letho was responsible for the bloodbath.
Where was this?
On the other side of the Wraith's Mist.
What were you to do with him? Anyone? Are you sure?
That was the order.
Do you know where Letho is?
Somewhere on the other side of this mist. We found a trail, but then the mist descended.
I advise you to surrender to the rebels.
That would be new to me. I am Adam Pangrat.
You won't survive for long out here.
They'll hang us. They know Henselt hired us.
Go to Cecil Burden. He'll treat you fairly. But don't count on him outbidding Hensel.
Hear that, boys? Let's meet the Dragon Slayer. The Witcher claims we'll be safe and sound.
Hai bă, dați drumul mai repede.
Humi's troll, see? To kill Humi's itchy. You other. Good you help.
Îți dai seama, asta mai este, să mai fut un troll.
If you want to help me, go back to your old man.
No! Idjit Humi redhead grup.
He's alone now. He misses you.
Tell him. Too late.
Know anything about the woman who's in your lair?
Troll no. Humi ugly.
Return to your husband if you want to repay me.
Troll don't want. But troll will. For you other.
Care fă mai repede.
Mrs. Back! Good!
Me back for Wisher asked.
Mrs. White!
Idjit you. Humi woman grow.
No more! Never again!
Give me the bandana.
Here, stupid old buck.
Troll give horn. In danger, Wisher blow. Troll come.
Thanks. I'll remember that. Now go to your mate. Maybe pick her some flowers first.
Flowers? Trollbring bird dog.
Bird.
Eject! What troll doing there?
Nothing.
Nissi!
Uite, bă, m-a luat de acolo de unde eram. Bun, o să continuăm în episodul următor și să vedem ce pula mea mai facem. Că văd că ăsta ne-a luat de acolo. Ne trebuia să ne ducem. Acolo era aia. Și încă n-am ajuns unde am vrut eu. Doar până aici și am dat de fraierie. Bine. Va fi ceva pe aici important sau? Mă uit degeaba. Da, pare mă uit degeaba. Ok, see you next time. Adios.